Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to talk about a few things, how to deal with rude customers, pushy customers, and then maybe if I don't babble too much, dealing with comparing yourself to other models as well. So kind of around those topics today. So with the rude comments, we all know, like, I kind of had this happen not too long ago. You go into a work shift and you're feeling yourself, you're ready for the night, you're on your game, you're happy, you're just there, right? You're in your space. And I know there's a black button, and thank God for the black button, right? Um, and with all the hundreds of thousands of whatever people that come in your room, it only takes that one bad comment, or that comment that gets to you that is just like, really, really, sir, you had to say that. And you block them, and then it was like 30 other, hundreds of other people came in my room and just telling you how beautiful you are. And then you're like, oh, I hate this. And this guy's like, oh, your hair's so beautiful. I'm like, oh, this is the worst hair day I'm ever having, right? We've all had those days. And it's hard not to let it get to you. But what I would say to this is, I had it happen to me not too long ago, and it really got to me. Like, I don't know what it was about this comment, but it really just ate me up. Like, just made me really like, just upset. And it was something that's like, ugh, whatever. And so what I did was just like, okay, I'm not in my good space now. And it's really, when you're not in your good space, it affects your money, affects your mood. And we don't want that. We don't want things affecting our money, right? Essentially, like our money, our mood, whatever, our night at work. So I just walked away, made some coffee, and I was like, why am I worrying about this? I don't even know this person. I've never even know who this person is. I've never see these people. Who gives up? You're a bad, and I don't want to swear so I don't get in trouble, but you know what I'm saying? You're like, just talk yourself up, look in your mirror, being like, who cares? Like, who cares, right? And move on. And it really did help. I just kind of like, it just got to me that I had to like just step back. But in those times, just remember, like, everyone's gonna have an opinion, and they're always gonna, when people say mean comments, you know what they're gonna go for in this world is your insecurity. That brings it out. And so just try to brush it off the best that you can, is what I would say. And then the next thing I want to talk about is pushy people. Especially when I was new, I am kind of a very shy person till you get to know me. So I was like, oh boy, how do it's like, how do I say no? I don't do this. I'm like feeling really uncomfortable. And so I kind of came up with this thing where, like, if you're in that situation and it's like something that you don't want to do, just being like, hey, I don't do that, but I do X, Y, and Z, or do you like this? Because I really like this, and this really, blow your whole world away, or whatever it is. So, something that you're good at, or something that you like, that, your little trick that you have, or whatever it is. If you can deter the conversation, that sometimes really helps. And remembering to say no. It's your room, it's your rules, and it's okay to say no, because remember, just because you lost one customer, there's thousands of others, and there's thousands joining that site a day, right? So, like, don't sweat it. Like, I used to think, oh my God, I just lost that customer. Like, oh, the potential. But it's like, don't think that way, because there's so many other people. It's okay to say no. It's okay to say no, because I don't do that. That's not what I do. I only do X, Y, and Z. And if you don't like it, there's hundreds of other girls, and I'm sure we'll do it and help you out in that. So remember you can say no. Just say no if you don't feel comfortable. So remember that, because I know when you're new, if you're new, you can really feel pressure to be like, oh, I need to make money. Or even if you're not new and you have a quota you want to make. I know we always have those goals every night that we want to make. And maybe it's towards the end of the night and you need that $100 or whatever it is, you're getting to your goal, and you do things that maybe you wouldn't normally do or want to do. But just remember, you don't have to. And just remember, it will come. Just the money will come. Just like, you don't have to do anything that you don't want to do. And remember that. So just say no. So anyways, on another note I really want to touch on is comparing yourself. I know we all do it. And I know when you're first starting out, or even now, I like to see like, oh, what are they doing? Or honestly, I like to go in girls' rooms to see what their room looks like, oh, I like that, or their clothes, or their makeup, or whatever it is. But when you're first starting out, it can be like, holy moly, like she is like doing amazing. Like I want to do that amazing, and it's like you're sitting in your room and like, I'm not doing as good as her. I freaking suck. I suck. Like nobody likes me. I'm ugly. I'm freaking ferocious. I'm whatever it is you're thinking in your head, and you start getting in your head and you're like, oh my gosh. And it's just, you need to think like, okay, I'm not her. I don't know where she started, how long she's been on the site, or if a lot of those girls have a social media following, and remember that. So remember, like, just because she popped on and is like #1 or whatever it is, you don't know that she might have been on that site before. You don't know she has 100K followers on Instagram, and now she can promote it here, OF. So remember that. Remember, you don't know her story, so you don't know where she started. But remember that the potential of earnings, or being #1 or being #2 or being top 10 or top 100 or top 200 or whatever it is your goal is, or maybe meeting a quota that you want to make every week and a day, remember that it is possible. It is possible. And I would say the keys to getting there is consistency and putting in the hours. Like you have to put in the time, and you have to put in the hours, and you have to be consistent. And I know sometimes life happens. I know it happened to me. It happens to me, and it's like I can't be online, or my internet went down, or just life, and that's okay. But if you are normally consistent, and you're showing up, and you're putting in the work, and you don't give up, and you keep going, no matter, if Joe Smith's like, oh well, I made like $10,000 in one day my first 2 months. Well, that's great for you. But that might not be for me, or Becky Lou, or Cindy Lou. You know what I mean? So don't get discouraged when people are like, oh yeah, like $10,000 in a week. Oh, that's nothing. And you're like, oh, okay, like, so don't let that stuff get to you. Don't people, she could be lying. You don't know. Maybe she's not. Good for her. That's her path. You're on your path. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Keep in your lane. Don't get discouraged. You're going to have side rails. You're going to have side tracks. You're going to have wrenches thrown at you. You're going to have bad days. You're going to have amazing days. And remember to save for those not so amazing days, because you're going to have them. So my advice too with that is, when you have those amazing days, save those amazing days, because my bartending background taught me not every day is going to be an amazing day sometimes, or not every week is going to be an amazing week. So you want to make sure you're safe, and you're not going out like buying everything that you can with that huge paycheck that you just got. So remember that, because I know when you're new and you like get that money, and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I made this, and you blow it, and then like your next week might not be so amazing until you get consistent. Like I said, consistent, then you're gonna get consistent, and then you'll kind of see your average. Like now I can, after so long, let's see, March is when I got high-speed internet, podunk. That's why I'm sporting my little hunting thing today. I'm living in podunk, and so really now it's really consistent of where I can see where like a bad week is going to be, like where like what my range is, so like what your high range is, what your low range is right now. So it's really good now that you can like kind of pinpoint. But when you first start, it is going to be all over the place. Like I'll tell you, girl, it will be like one day you're like, holy moly, I can't believe I made that many credits. And the next day you might make nothing, like no credits at all, or like maybe 100 or 200 or whatever it is. And you're like, well, oh, it's not like this every day, but it will get better. It does. No, it does get better. So it does get better. Hang in there. Stick in there. If you guys have any questions, like I'm still learning. Not anywhere I want to be, but I'm getting there and I can feel it. I feel like it's almost my time. No, it is my time. It is my time to shine. And yeah, so I'm learning along the way, just as everyone else is learning along the way. Also, my company is really great because they like maybe once or twice a month pretty regularly hold webinars for us models, and so it's really nice because I can learn from those, and been learning a lot and taking away a lot of information, and I just love that. I love that they want everyone to succeed, and I want everyone that's watching this video, if you're going to start or you already are, I wish you guys nothing but the best in your cam journey. And if you have any questions or want me to talk about something, let me know. I gladly will. I gladly have. I have a lot of ideas for videos, and I'm trying to push one out every week. But since YouTube is not my main source of income, work comes first. So right now I'm really trying to get one out a week. I know last week I had a sick puppy and it just couldn't happen. So life happens, right? But I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. And yeah, just leave them in the comments below if you have any questions or you want to know about anything, or yeah, here's what anything, I'll answer it. So yeah, make sure you like this video, helps me. Subscribe to my channel. Hoping to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year is my goal. And thank you guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Maybe learned a little something, or maybe got your wheels turning to maybe starting. And good luck. See you on the next one too. All right, clicker.